Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's what one Los Angeles rioter learned when a rubber bullet may have cost him his eye. He was throwing bricks at cops, bottles too. Part of the No King's Day riot that turned downtown into a war zone. Now he's crying victim, claiming the police just started shooting. Countless rubber bullets for no reason. He was just hanging out, doing a mostly peaceful, throwing bricks at cops in a mostly peaceful way. And they just randomly started shooting at him. But here's the truth that they won't tell you. When you attack law enforcement, when you block roads, when you terrorize your fellow citizens, there will be consequences. Real ones, painful ones, often permanent ones. You will get instant karma, especially in Florida, my home state. Now, Florida figured this out years ago, and California is learning the hard way. What you're about to see is the difference. What you're about to see is a little bit jarring, and it's a little bit hard to watch. It's going to hit hard if you have kids. You might want to close their ears and eyes. But when chaos erupts and entitlement meets reality, you need something to protect your future. This is where collagen comes in. As we age, our body's collagen production crashes, dropping significantly by our 40s and declining 1% yearly after. Collagen makes up a third of your skin's protein, giving it the strength and structure. And that's why I trust Ageless Multi-Collagen. 5 key collagen types from 4 premium sources, hydrolyzed for easy absorption. No clumping, no odor, just smooth blending into your morning routine. Clean ingredients only. No GMOs, artificial junk, gluten, antibiotics, or hormones. Every order helps feed hungry children through NoKidHungry.org. NoKidHungry.org. Get 51% off healthwithgary.com. That's healthwithgary.com. Don't just protect your wealth, preserve your youth. Now, the following footage speaks for itself. Watch what happens when entitled protesters think they own the streets. This isn't peaceful protest. This is what happens when they think that consequences disappear. Let's take a look at the clip.
Oh! Oh! Oh, goodness.
That guy! Run it back. Run it back one more time. Can we do that one more time, please? We sort of have to. So this is really creepy.
Oh!
Goodness gracious. I do not find this funny at all. I do not find this funny at all, but I mean, let's face it. I mean, let's paint a little picture here. You're driving home. You're picking up your kid from work. You're on the way back. You got a child in the car, and you get mobbed by an angry mob that you don't know what they're going to do. It's like the Ayatollahs when they say death to America. You're better off believing them. You are better off believing that they mean what they say. And if they are brazen enough to stand right in front of your car, a moving vehicle, what are you going to do? Pedal to the metal, baby. I'm sorry. Like, that's just not like if it's me and my child or someone that I care about in the car, pedal to the metal. You know, that stuff is hard to watch. Okay. I don't want to see people get run over by a car, but that's some literal instant karma happening right on the spot. And this, to be honest, like this, I mean, I hope this serves as a warning sign to people who try to do that. Now, in Florida, DeSantis solved this problem. He gave citizens the permission to defend themselves against road blocking mobs. Now, guess what? Road blocking mobs stopped immediately. I haven't heard about any recently. I'm a resident of Florida, but in Los Angeles, that's a different story. Can we take a look at the clip from yesterday? The "Let my people go." Can we do that? Pause it. This girl like acting like she's the Hulk, trying to sit here in front of this gigantic truck, this gigantic Chevy, like she's the Hulk, like she's gonna stop it from going somewhere. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's play it.
No! Let my people go! Let my people go! Let them go! Let them go! Let them go! Let them go!
Hey, get off the truck! Get off the truck!
Let my people go! Let my people go! Let our people go! Let my people go!
Y'all gotta move! Y'all gotta move!
You won't take my fucking people! Don't take my fucking people! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Look out! You're gonna kill me! No! I can't! Don't touch me!
Don't kill me! Don't kill me! You're standing in front of the car, okay? And this is what I mean when I talk about narcissistic mental illness, okay? I mean, there's something about certain cluster B personalities is that they have something that's called suicidal ideation. And this is just a weird way to express the suicidal ideation. This is just a very, very weird way to make a spectacle out of wanting to end your own life. Like this, don't kill me while you're standing in front of a car. You are standing in front of the car. How about just move aside? Just move aside. You don't want to get killed, just move aside, okay? Now, and this is why Alana, and this is why I think it's important to understand, like, like this is an ICE truck. This is an official truck, but a lot of people over the months have had to stare down moms like this who are not driving official vehicles. All they are is normal, regular citizens who just want to get home from work, who just want to live their lives and take care of their kids and earn a paycheck and go home and pick up their kids from work, and they just want to get home. Okay? Pedal to the metal, baby. Listen, remember, this is what I always say. This is a rule of thumb that I always go by. When you are being violently attacked by a crowd of angry circus clowns, there's only one thing to do. You go for the jugular. And you don't look back. Okay? This rioter thought he could throw bricks at cops without there being any consequences, but reality has other plans. Now listen to him cry victim after learning that rubber bullets don't discriminate between political parties. Check out the clip.
They just started opening fire on us, just spraying an obscene amount of rubber bullets, just fractured my cheek, and it tore part of my eye open, and I had to go into surgery for about 4 hours or 5 hours to get it repaired that night. And it's questionable how much vision I'm going to be able to get back, or how much I'm going to be able to see out of my right eye right now. It's just a giant question mark.
Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I don't know what to tell you. They just started opening fire on us randomly. They just randomly started opening fire on us. No, they returned fire after you threw bricks and bottles at law enforcement. Actions do have consequences, Every 4-year-old or 5-year-old knows that you look both ways before you cross the road. But he's the victim, of course. He is the victim, of course. This is peak gaslighting projection. This is narcissistic gaslighting and projection. When you're rioting, you're lucky they were only rubber bullets. You are lucky that there were only rubber bullets. Now, meanwhile, Representative Ilhan Omar continues her anti-American crusade. Of course, she wants to invoke American values, as like she always loves to do, like they always love to do. Total gaslighting. The woman who fled Somalia, an actual dictatorship, is now calls America one of the worst countries on earth. Watch this insanity. Let's take a look at the clip.
to be coming out of our country. I mean, I grew up in a dictatorship. And I don't even remember ever witnessing anything like that. To have a democracy, a beacon of hope for the world, to now be turned into one of the worst countries where the military are in our streets without any regard for people's constitutional rights, while our president is spending millions of dollars propping himself up like a failed dictator with a military parade. It is really shocking, and it should be a wake-up call for all Americans to say this is not the country we were born in. This is not the country we believe in. This is not the country our founding fathers imagined, and this is not the country that is supported by our Constitution, our ideals, our values. And we should all collectively be out in the streets rejecting what is taking place this week.
Our founding fathers. Yeah, okay. Listen, she married her brother so that she could get citizenship here. She is the weirdest politician I've come across in a long time. You know, she grew up in a real dictatorship, but then claims that she's never seen anything like American law enforcement maintaining order. Maybe that's true. It's been a long time since we've actually had a president who's willing to do that. But the cognitive dissonance here is absolutely staggering. I will say this to you, Miss Omar, please, if you hate it here so much, go back to Somalia. You clearly hate it here. You clearly do not belong here. I love how she invokes the founding fathers and our founding principles as though that they are hers, you know, as if they mean something to her. You know, and then there's Mark Ruffalo, right? Net worth $100 million. His hot take: it's not illegal aliens destroying communities, it's billionaires. Watch this Hollywood hypocrite blame everyone but the actual criminals. Let's take a look at the clip.
It's not the immigrants, it's the billionaires. While we're seeing what's happening, first of all, we're understanding that the immigrants aren't the criminals. If you look at the statistics, most of the crimes that are committed in this country are by white people, that non-immigrants, and they add to our economy by the billions. And so for every horrible thing that you have to go through in life, you get an equal gift in return. And the gift of this time is that we get to see who the true villains are. We get to see who's really making our lives unbearable and who's making us so desperate. It's not the immigrants, it's the billionaires. And it's time to take our country back from that extreme wealth that has its hands all over the power of the nation and become a beautiful, burgeoning democracy that works for the people, not just the very wealthy. America is us, this incredible panoply of different kinds of people. Be brave, man. We live in the land of land of the free and the home of the brave. But if you want to be free, you better be brave.
Hulk smash. Hulk smash. She's got a hat that says immigrant. This totally reminds me of when, you know, I'm old enough to remember a time before Bernie Sanders became a millionaire, and he would go on TV saying, what we need to do is we need to get the millionaires and the billionaires, the millionaires and the billionaires. And then he bought his 8th house and then became a millionaire himself. And then all of a sudden he stopped talking about millionaires. We need to talk about the billionaires and the trillionaires now. Total and utter hypocrisy from some of the richest people on planet Earth who will never have to want for anything ever again. You know, if you really care that much, get rid of all that money, send it all to the places that you want it to go. Just don't bother us with this hypocrisy. You know, Ruffalo conflates legal immigrants with illegals while sitting on $100 million. You know, he claims that immigrants add billions to our economy while ignoring the cost of crime, from welfare, and from the social destruction that is caused by it. Now, here's what connects all these stories: entitlement, narcissism. The writer felt entitled to attack police without consequences. A barrage of rubber bullets, countless rubber bullets. Get off it. You walked right into that one. The chick standing in front of the ice truck invoked Moses as if she was sent by the Almighty herself. Omar feels entitled to trash this country, the country that saved her life, while defending the criminals who are terrorizing it. And Ruffalo feels entitled to lecture working Americans while living in a gated mansion. Okay? They all learned from the same playbook. Commit crimes, claim victimhood, attack America, demand sympathy, destroy communities, blame capitalism. But reality is catching up. We are classing up. Now, this is a classic narcissistic abuse tactic. It's called DARVO. DARVO: deny, attack, and reverse the victim and offender. Okay, this is a classic narcissistic abuse tactic. People see it in relationships all the time. People see it with their kids, with their parents. They see it all the time. But this is happening on such a grand scale. They are committing the crimes, and they are denying the fact that they are trying to commit the crimes. Okay, they are attacking us for crimes that they committed. Okay, this rioter may never see properly again, not because the police are brutal, but because he chose violence. The police were actually pretty tame compared to the violence that he himself was perpetrating. I mean, if you really think about that, one eye, he just lost one eye. He could have lost his life in that altercation. Now, Omar's constituents are waking up to her hatred for the very country that gave her refuge. Ruffalo's movies keep flopping because Americans are tired of being lectured by millionaire Hollywood hypocrites. And this is the Great Awakening. Actions have consequences. Throw bricks, catch a rubber bullet in your face. Maybe more. Hate America while representing Americans, you're going to face the voters. Lecture us from your mansion, and you can watch your influence crumble. Now, Florida proved it. When you make it clear that criminal behavior will be met with immediate, instant karmic consequences, the criminal behavior stops all of a sudden. Who'd have thunk? When you let rioters run wild, they escalate until someone loses an eye or worse. Now, the choice is simple: law and order or chaos and victimhood. Florida chose wisely. California is going to have to learn the hard way. One state protects its citizens. The other state protects the criminals. And one state is thriving while the other one is burning. People are flocking from California to move to Florida. If you value this report, I want you to tap subscribe, because my final thought is next. Now, this is about more than one rioter's eye or one politician's lies. This is about two different Americas. In one, you attack cops and face immediate consequences. In the other, you throw bricks and become a victim worthy of sympathy and social media praise. In one, we protect law-abiding citizens. In the other, we protect violent criminals. Now, the rioter chose his path. He picked up a brick, aimed it at a cop, and rolled the dice, and he lost. Now he wants your sympathy. Now he wants to whine about the countless rubber bullets. Omar fled actual tyranny and found freedom and solace in America, and then calls us the worst country on earth while defending those who would destroy it. Ruffalo made millions in the country that he now blames for everyone's problems. The entitlement ends where we expose it. Florida showed the way. Protect the innocent, punish the guilty. It's simple. And here's my question. Should every state adopt Florida's anti-riot laws? Yes or no in the comments. I really want to know what you think about this one. This one is an important one to me because I live in Florida. I am a Florida native. I've lived in Florida my whole entire life. And I would love to know what you think. Should we adopt this rule for the entire country? Show us your love in the comments.